Hey there, little friends. It's so great to see you all again. Are you ready for a super cool story from the Bible? I've got a fantastic one lined up for us today, filled with adventure, challenges, and a whole lot of faith. Today I'm going to tell you all about a man named Job. He lived a long, long time ago in a land far away, and his story is one that teaches us so much about being strong and believing in good things, even when things get tough. He was a really, really good guy who always did what was right, always lending a helping hand to those in need, and always trying to make the world a better place. And he loved his family so much. They were the most important thing in the world to him, and he cherished every moment he spent with them. Job had a big, happy family with lots of children running around, filling his home with laughter and joy. Lots of animals, all sorts of creatures, from fluffy sheep to strong, sturdy cattle, and plenty of food. His tables were always overflowing with delicious fruits, vegetables, and grains, enough to feed everyone. He thanked God every single day for everything he had. He knew that all of his blessings came from God, and he was always grateful for them, but one day, something tough happened. A dark cloud began to form on the horizon, and things started to change for Job. Job started to lose all his animals. One by one, they disappeared, and his house was destroyed by a terrible storm, leaving nothing but rubble, and even his health. He became very sick, and it was a very difficult time for him. Oh no, this was a really sad and scary time for Job, but guess what? Even though things were really bad, Job didn't give up. Even when life got super tough, when it felt like everything was falling apart, Job didn't get mad at God. He didn't blame God for all the bad things that were happening. He didn't stop being kind or lose hope. He continued to treat others with kindness and held on to the belief that things would eventually get better. He kept trusting that things would get better. He had faith that God was still with him, even in the midst of all the trouble. Job said, "Even if everything is taken away, I will still love God." That's how strong his faith was. Some of Job's friends came to visit him. They heard about all the bad things that had happened and wanted to offer him comfort and support. They tried to figure out why all these bad things happened. They wondered if Job had done something wrong to deserve such hardship, but Job just stayed patient and kept believing. He knew in his heart that he had done nothing wrong and that God had a plan for him. He knew God loved him no matter what. He had unwavering faith in God's love and goodness. And you know what happened next? Get ready for a happy ending. God saw that Job was strong and loving even when things were hard. God was so proud of Job for his unwavering faith and his kind heart, so God blessed Job with even more than he had before. He gave him twice as many animals, a new house, and restored his health. Job's family was happy again. They were overjoyed to be reunited and to have their lives back, and he had even more animals and friends. His life was filled with abundance and joy once again. So what can we learn from Job's story? What important lessons can we take away from this amazing tale? Sometimes things might not go our way. Sometimes we might face challenges and difficulties. But if we keep being kind, even when things are tough, patient, even when we have to wait a long time for things to get better, and loving, just like Job, always showing love and compassion to others, we'll get through anything. We can overcome any obstacle with faith, kindness, and patience. Thanks for listening to Job's amazing story. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Don't forget to check out more Bible stories for kids right here. There are so many more exciting and inspiring stories waiting to be discovered. Bye for now, friends. Have a wonderful day. See you next time. I can't wait to share another amazing story with you all.